Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. You know that last week I had done a tarot reading update for these Bridgerton co-stars, for Nicola and Luke. So yeah, people had been, sort of asking me if I could do an update for him and his girlfriend. Her name is Antonia, I believe. So yeah, I'm a bit with the free time, so I was like, okay, I'm going to do it today. I'm going to do it now, while I have a few moments. So yeah, let's see what they got. Let's see if anything has changed from the last reading that I did on them. So yeah, let's begin. I placed Luke on the left and his girlfriend Antonia on the right. So yeah, for Luke, I got the cards of the Ace of Swords, the Eight of Cups, um, the Devil, and the Wheel of Fortune. Usually, I pulled only 3 cards from each side, but these came up like all stuck together, so I decided to keep them. But yes, from the side of Antonia, we have Justice, we have the Three of Swords, and we have the Moon. Then the relationship as an overall, we have the Two of Cups, the Eight of Cups, and the Three of Pentacles. So, yeah, I must say, energetically, from what I see this tarot reading, I don't claim I know these people. Definitely something has changed from what I got the last time that I read for them. A lot has changed, and I think that it has to do with their feelings has changed. I think that probably there's one of them that is already like coming to the realization that probably even though they try and try and try, they will never be on the same page emotionally. Maybe one of them wants more, or just wants a different kind of love, or maybe they want to experience another emotions, and this person is not providing this. It's like it's providing maybe communication, maybe a lot of promises, but sentimentally, I think that is a bit tiring. It's a bit exhausting, kinda, to ask for this person to probably be more loving or be more amorous, like more romantic even. So yeah, and I guess that this comes from her definitely because her energy. The last time I read, I got this vibe that she got all these pentacles, I remember, so she was very stubborn, very much fixated, like sort of took this relationship as a sort of project, like a lot of there are certain people that they took relationships very seriously, as if the relationship is like a sort of enterprise. So you have to keep it going, keep it running, make sure that nothing is lacking, that everything is okay, that reputation is okay, that the earnings are okay, sort of running it like an enterprise. But probably there's something about her from her side also experiencing a bit of heartache and disappointment, that maybe things are not that easy, and probably she's a bit worn out emotionally from insisting so much. Maybe she's slowly realizing that whatever she expects from him, she's not getting. And I don't think that is about other person, because I know people are supportive of Nicole and Luke, but from Antonia's perspective, I think that is more about them as a, a partnership or a couple, that things are not working. It's not so much like, oh, there's a third party. I don't see it. I don't see a third party situation. But yeah, from Luke's perspective, definitely with the Ace of Swords and the Ten of Cups, you know how I mentioned in my first reading that I did for this couple, that there was like he was going to announce something, or maybe there was going to be a promise or a commitment or an engagement. Definitely with the Ace of Swords and the Ten of Cups, I can sort of see, Luke expressing something to her, like sort of, I don't know if it's like he gave her a ring, or he gave her like a piece of paper, or he just stated a very strong, commitment. There's something about like, okay, here, this is my truth. This is what I want with you. And since we have the Ten of Cups here, I can see the promise of a family, being like, oh, I wish we could build a family together. I wish we could do this for 1,000 years, because you are the person for me, you know. And there's a lot of speech, there's a lot of promises, I would say. It feels very intellectual. And at the same time, we have the devil in here, and we have the Wheel of Fortune. So I think that when I see the devil and the Wheel of Fortune, I'm like, probably he made promises that he knows he cannot keep. The devil and also the Wheel of Fortune, it's like, I'm doing this because I sort of feel an obligation, or I feel an attachment towards you that is not very healthy. But at the same time, with the Wheel of Fortune, it's like I already moved on, or I'm not that present in the bond. I have my own individual needs. Also with the devil, it gives me ambition, or it gives me that probably he's very individualistic. He's thinking about his own desires, or he's thinking about his own career maybe, or he's thinking about things that he wants to do, that maybe he needs to be single, or he needs to be by himself. But yeah, with the Wheel of Fortune, there's something about like, my feelings are changing. My feelings are changing. Definitely, yeah, I wish I could give you the family, the house, the children, the dogs, but at the same time, like, I know I said those words. I know I told you this, or I know I promised you this. But, I think that the devil here is stronger. Like, there's this strong need of him to set himself free. He probably, also the devil feels like attachment, so probably he does feel a bit attached to everything that he had promised. And also, like, seeing the Ace of Swords in here, this is why I can sort of, like, I cannot be like, oh no, he promised all this because she made him promise all this. No, this was an initiative of his. He said what he said to her, or he promised what he promised, or the kind of like understanding that they have, or commitment that they have, is something that he started himself. Like, there's no one pulling the strings but himself, but just like, we people, we change. We change with time, we change our minds. We are very changeable individuals sometimes. There's moments where we are so sure that we want something, and there's moments where we want to change. And I think that he knows change is coming, or he knows that no, he has to move, or he has to travel, or he has to get into this very fast changes, and he needs to be free. And I think that he probably wants to be free, and it doesn't know how to say it without sounding egotistical. This is the reality, and I think that in a lot of breakups, we often have these situations, where one of them is like they want to be free, but they don't know how to say it without hurting the other person, because the other person is going to get hurt anyways. But I think for him, it's like, I know the time is coming. I know I have to set myself free. I know this. I'm sorry. Like, I don't think he's sorry, but because I see him like a very honest person. This is why I want to sort of emphasize this, that I don't see him like that's what he promised was a lie. I don't see him. This is just that, maybe he sort of said in a very general way, because I feel like he feels very grateful towards her, and probably he loves everything about her, and maybe the people her family or friends. It seems like it's not in like a love that is like an intimate love. Is more like I love you and your family, or I love you and your friends. Like it's her and others, so it doesn't feel that intimate. And also seeing the Ten of Cups in here, I wonder if some of these families, like either his or hers, were very much involved into convincing him to say those things, or he promised these things while the family was present. So there's a lot of pressure as well. This is why he said what he said. Um, but yeah, he's like, I need to set myself free from this. And from her part, yeah, we have the Justice, we have the Three of Swords, we have the Moon card. I think that also, with the Justice, we also are in Libra season, but probably there's a lot of, like, I think that she also has to be true to herself. With the Justice, it feels like, it's like a wake up call. It's like a calling for her to sort of be like, okay, is this what you want? Like, do you deserve this? Or do you, like, like, go and get what you deserve? If you feel like what he's giving you is not enough, or if you feel hurt, because we have the Three of Swords and we have the Moon card. So definitely I see her hurt. So, but at the same time, I think that she's like, I don't deserve this. Like, I think that I genuinely don't deserve this. I don't deserve the heartache. And with the Moon card, there's something about her probably, feeling a bit guilty. Also, like, trying to sort of use her female intuition and be like, okay, what happened in here? If a few months ago or a few years ago we were happy, or you were so sure about me, like, what happened? Why didn't I see the signs, or why did I refuse to see the signs? I think that she's hurt and she's a bit numb. She's trying to find answers. She's trying to understand. She's still a bit shocked. I would say that she's a bit on denial about, like, how hurtful this is. Probably she's like, I invested all my time. This is not fair. Definitely with the Justice, the first card, I'm like, her thinking like, this is not fair. I gave you all of this and you just want to change, like, but she's a person that is very stuck in her ways. So there's something about her just probably also thinking that, that she needs, to find justice for herself. There's something about her being like, okay, this relationship hasn't been feeling just, or hasn't been feeling like even. There's something about maybe her feeling like she had to put a lot, or she gave a lot and she didn't receive that much. So definitely she does have to do a lot of inner work, I would say. Um, but I think that she's confused still. She's confused, she's hurt, she's too much in her feelings. She's also getting a bit suspicious. She's probably like looking back at old conversations or old interactions, trying to find a sort of, a proof that, okay, what happened? How did you change so much? If you were telling me these things and now like everything has changed. Like, I think that she's a bit like shocked. But yeah, things emotionally, she's changing. It's very hurtful. It's going to take a while for her to assimilate this. But yeah, also the cards that they got as a couple, as an overall, the energy is, we have the Two of Cups, the Eight of Cups, and the Three of Pentacles in reverse. I can sort of see them, sort of trying to end this in very good terms, just like remaining friends, or just like, telling people that they are remaining friends, because I think that they do love each other, but there's one of them, like I mentioned at the beginning, that I think that is sort of understanding that this is not the kind of love that they believe that they deserve. Maybe they want another kind of, lover. Like I want something different from you. Like, I want you to be much more loving, expressive, and you weren't giving me that. So now I'm deciding to sort of let this go. Let's end this properly. The good thing is that they are going to reach an agreement. It can be like a friendly breakup, them being like, oh, we are remaining friends, they usually the usual that they tell, when they tell the media, that those statements and things. But definitely there's communication, but there's also this sort of like resignation. It's like, okay, I'm giving up. Like, I'm finally seeing that, I wasn't happy actually. So yeah, like, I wish you the best, and I'm walking away with my heart broken, but I'm sort of understanding that also I deserve better. So yeah, I think that this is it. And also with the Three of Pentacles in reverse, it gives me that, there's no collaboration to keep sustaining this connection. It's like finally the part that I believe that is hers, the part that was so invested in making this work. It seems like that this fuel, this, her hard working or insistent vibes, has sort of given up. It's like she threw the towel. She's like, okay, no more. Okay, no more. You don't have my collaboration. You don't have my efforts. Like, I'm done. I'm going on my own. I get it. Yeah, it's painful, but I need to do this for me. Like, I need to go. I need to get away from all this. Like, I deserve better. And I think that probably she's doing this from a place of self-love. This is what I see from the Eight of Cups, definitely. So yeah, this is all I see for these two. Sorry guys if you hear some noise in the background, it's my neighbors are working downstairs. But yeah, sorry for the interruption. Yeah, but yeah, this is the vibes, the energy that I'm getting for these two. That I believe that someone mentioned something about, them. I don't know if people had been pulling cards for them and they were like, oh no, they are having, a separation, or they're going through some trouble. I can sort of see that, energetically and emotionally there's trouble. There's very sad feelings, a very sad realization, and it's like, I don't see like a proper ending, like when you break up, that is like, okay, I decided that it's over. I think that is much more like I'm slowly walking away, like I'm slowly, like, not emotionally getting that attached to you. So I'm sort of recognizing that maybe we are not meant to be, and it is still painful, but it's not going to be this breakup that is going to be that scandalous, or with a lot of gossip, and a lot of just being very messy. No, I see it more like, just them having, a proper conversation, very deep conversation, just expressing how they both feels and getting to an agreement and slowly walking away from this. But yeah, definitely they are going to also need time to heal from this. So I don't see much exposure or circus around this. They probably will do this quietly. So yeah guys, this is all I have. I hope that you enjoyed it, and thank you so much for your feedback on my other video. I appreciate it and appreciate the recommendations. Thank you guys. Have a lovely week. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.